I like click subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. It's Netflix time. This movie's called Cosmic Sin. In the year 2524, a disgraced retired general is called back into combat to help prevent an interstellar war against a hostile alien fleet. It's a sci-fi action adventure movie, just came out, hour and a half long. Spoiler alert, let's just get it. Another Saving Phil's project, huh? Where are the Power Rangers at? Well, anyway, we start off on a spot. I think they're on Mars. Got these random two people in their tent. They try to give their business, but then they get interrupted by a noise they keep hearing outside. This motherfucker starts shooting at nothing. And you know how we feel about people that waste ammo? You already know they're gonna die. Her boyfriend got done deal, and I don't know what she saw, but she got done deal too. Then we got this guy driving, he gets a call from the Galactic Confederate, hearing about the FC emergency, which means first contact. Because apparently those two people in the tent were the only people on the planet until something else got there. Then all of a sudden we see this bar called the Rising Sun. Who's the back of the head is that? Who is that? Going by the bar, who is it? You know it's somebody special. Goddamn right, it is the Bruce, that is Willis. And that's his right-hand man's over here. And in the bar, you always gotta have some dummy talking shit. But Bruce promptly whips that candy ass like it was nothing. And then there comes some government niggas. So we get some information about a long time ago. We don't know if orders was given to him or he just did it personally himself. They had this thing called a Q-bomb, which basically wiped out 70 million life forms. Only Bruce Willis could do some shit like that and still live gangster. Anyway, they needed to come back for some mission or something like that. Reluctantly, he goes there and he has to end up meeting his ex-wife back there. Apparently in this movie, biochemists and soldiers don't mix like that. So apparently whatever this first contact call was about might have something to do with an alien life form. Then we got this colonel that's about to call somebody back. This chick, and they need her for special purposes. Because apparently she was the one that solely developed the H-bomb. Q-bomb, whatever it is. So she's like, wait, are we being put in a position where we're going to have to use it again? He's saying maybe. So she gets to work on one, makes it, but it's like highly unstable. We're still not sure exactly what this bomb does, but we do know it causes weapon of mass destruction. We got this guy who wants to be part of the action, full-fledged soldier. Then we decided to go in this room, where they end up thawing out some people. And apparently these motherfuckers is full-fledged aliens. I thought it was just some zombie shit at first. Then they start attacking niggas. Now apparently she spit out some type of egg. So it's basically one of those alien life forms that just grows inside of people and it takes over their bodies. Then they get the guns out, start shooting. They lock the containment unit up so they can't get away. Then this motherfucker shoots through the glass trying to kill these niggas. And then here comes Bruce Willis ready to give himself a rocket launcher. They need your help, my guy. Go in there and join the fight. And he comes through lacing niggas. One girl gets in trouble. She's pretty much messed up. He gives her a gun, but she knows she ain't gonna make it. So when he turns around, she ends up doing herself in. Meanwhile, it's a standoff. Everybody's shooting. They try to give him cover, but he got shot in the dome. Done deal dead. All of a sudden, the squad getting closer to the peoples. Bruce Willis turns into John McClane and gets a rocket launcher and starts blowing niggas up. Classic greatness. After all the mayhem, time for a board meeting. Now they somehow found out these aliens are going to be growing at a rapid rate. So they got to jump to a whole nother planet. Apparently they got time travel or a Stargate. So Bruce is like, alright, fuck it, let's do this shit. Oh yeah, the soldier wants to get on action. That just happens to be his son. And after some convincing dad lets him have a piece of the action, Bruce getting his armor, he about to light niggas up. Talking session. So she's basically talking about the egg and she knows that alien technology is smarter than theirs. She's like, they gotta prepare themselves because they can basically track the egg. Or something like that. Bruce talks to his ex-wife one more time, you know what I'm saying? He needs companionship. Because he's an old man, you know what I'm saying? She said, well, if we're still standing after all this, you can take me to a bar, give me a drink. He's like, alright, bet. So they step into the Stargate machine. Next thing you know, they got jetpacks, they're all traveling through space. Heading right into a fucking war zone. People land on the planet, but half the crew got lost. You got these two, the shorty that built the Q-bomb. All of a sudden they're to attack, this nigga gets shot in the neck. The aliens were shooting at him, they were pretty much fucked until these guys come and rescue him. They're like, look, we got a medic through the force. Our base of operations is the other way. All the aliens dudes got on these uniforms and stuff. Then they get to one of the aliens' bases of operations. He tried to put the coordinates in, but the computer was malfunctioning because they ain't getting no service or signal. Then all of a sudden we see Bruce Willis just landing. He's confronted by the top dog when it comes to aliens. But they don't kill him, they lead him into this cave. I guess he thought he found his ex-wife in there, but apparently a boy came out of nowhere and rescued him. And when they got out of the cave, the aliens were gone. So now they make it to this reservoir with this big ass cannon on top. Alright, so apparently this Q-bomb is seriously potent, but they're gonna try to launch it through the Stargate. Only problem is they gotta be off the planet when they do it, otherwise it's gonna kill all of them. Meanwhile, this guy's pretty much living on borrowed time. He tells Bruce to pull the plug, like he ain't going nowhere. And that's exactly what he does. Obviously he's pissed off about the whole situation. So as they still trying to figure out all this shit, in the meantime, Shorty finds out, we found out the dude Kyle is still in space. But he ain't going nowhere, he knows he's good as dead. So the plan is, they're gonna use the cannon to launch the H-bomb. I mean Q-bomb, I don't know why I keep calling it H. But he's gonna use one of the ships that's floating around as a deterrent. So the blast will be sucked up by the Stargate and it won't create a black hole. But obviously to do that, he'll be risking his life. Since everybody thought he was dead anyway, he tells her like, look, just don't tell my son about this. I don't need him grieving again. And obviously she understands. So you know the aliens are coming, now they're getting ready for beef. Then we find out Bruce's ex-wife has been transformed too. She rolling with them niggas. Then we found out she was the one actually in the cave before Bruce got there. And they gave her the treatment in the cave. put the alien in their stomach, and you already know what it is. Then they start the beef and their calamity, where everybody's fighting the big aliens approaching the back of the ship. Bunch of shooting, everybody getting laced up. And as Kyle's getting ready to meet his end, we get a one-on-one battle between the sun and the dark menace. Next thing we know, Shorty's starting the cannon. She fired off the cannon straight into the Stargate. Next thing you know, we see ex-wife and Bruce on this random ass platform. Then all of a sudden, this random explosion knocks them both back. Okay, so the first shot was to send the Q-bomb there. Now she's about to launch the second shot straight into Kyle. Before that happens, his son finally shows up and they end up pushing the button together. His final goodbye. Gets wiped out during the cosmos, blows it back into the Stargate. Aliens destroyed and all that shit. Son goes back to the carnage. This motherfucker was still alive, so he gave him the beast by Dre and finished his ass off. 7 days later, we get the scene back at the bar. Them niggas booed up. Right hand man still alive. Shorty's still alive. And Bruce is still alive, because he ain't dying. I don't know how he survived, but still. Thought about his ex-wife one last time, and then leaves out the bar, and that's it. I mean, I wish there was more to tell. I mean, I guess I could have explained the technological aspect of it. But fuck all that. It's an action-adventure film. There you go. Cosmic Sin on Netflix. Check it out. Like, subscribe, do all that. You already know what time it is. Click these, all these, best. Big. Could have got that slogan.